cold one, maybe a beer.
Butter!
Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat. Jennifer's sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in the show. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, and all the ships at sea, welcome to Uncle Bill's Chat, Hangar Talk, Tribe, Gang of Gaggle of Guys.
Party house.
Party hardy, man! Go do that. Can you do that?
Woo!
That's better. Okay, welcome. Thank you, Jim, for correcting me on the name of the show. Nice to see you, Jim. Jim Beauchard is here, of course, my lovely host.
Hello, Bill, Dominic, and Mr. B.
Mr. B is here. Hello,
everybody.
And Dominic from Down Under, the Thunder from Down Under. Speaking of the Thunder, what are you eating today? Are you in your favorite place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no. I mean, that's it. That's all you got to say is.
Is it a cafe? Is it a donut shop? Is it a bistro?
Food court.
Food court.
Yeah, food court.
Well, there's a lot of different food establishments, and you're courting them all.
And what food is in session in food court?
Okay, we've got an Asian restaurant, sushi hub.
Isn't that Asian?
Right.
It's probably Mexican sushi, you know.
Yeah. It's at least it's not gas station sushi. We've got a spud joint, and we've got a health food joint.
A health food joint.
A health food joint.
They do all this healthy food, and they do all the
kale and
juices, and the juices and those other things like that.
Ooh, I love the juices.
So they're all joints.
Yeah.
They're not establishments or restaurants or apothecaries. I don't even know what that is. I just like the word apothecary. They're joints.
Yeah.
What's an apothecary? Do you buy hats there? What's apothecary?
No, a drugstore.
It's a chemist.
Drugstore. Oh, I knew that.
Drugstore, chemist, pharmacy, depending on which part of the world
don't
you're
call
in.
them chemists in this country, sir. Thank
It's
you.
called a meth lab.
Yeah, that.
Apothecary.
Well, we're not here to screw spiders. That's an Australian thing, but you don't say screw.
No. Yeah, I'm not here to spiders. Yeah, it's a very Australian term.
Yeah, I heard Margot Robbie use it actually. So I added it to my repertoire. What is this? Why is this? Okay. Anyway,
it's even better when she says it.
Let's say. Well, yeah, I need everything's better when she does it. I mean, you could, anything. Picking your nose would be sexy if she did it. So
it's better with blue bonnet on it.
That's old, Jim. You think it's butter,
but it's snot.
But it's not. When I was a kid, my dad sang that in the car, just like that. My stepdad, the one I just went to visit today, just like that. You think it's butter, but it's not. And it was one of the funniest things I ever heard.
Yeah. I sing it.
Excuse me. Yes, Maddie. That's. I got a truck. It's not new. It's new to me. But I picked up a truck. We'll tell stories about this. We'll tell stories and
tell jokes,
and just have some. Let's say hi to the.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Up there. Should I do it? I could do it. You want to do it? Somebody do it.
It's your show.
Yeah,
well, the first story is just you two. You three, actually. The first three. And let's shout out to those members. Mike, Mr. B, Dominic, and Jim. And then we got Mr. Skyfly. How you doing? Welcome in. We got
No.
Michael, Night Train, welcome in. Are the bars closing?
He said last call.
Oh, I got you. All right.
Lloyd.
Oh, you might have been talking about how I started the show late. Sorry about that, everybody. I just don't care. So we got. I'm just kidding. We got Mark White and hi, Mark. Good to see you as always. And Mark White again, and Mark White again. Shut up. And we got Maddie's Joan Well. Welcome in, Maddie. Good to see you. Paul Brown, Mr. Wedgen of the Bigness.
What
Good
the?
evening. He's lurking and he's warping up from his evening. Okay.
Michael.
Yeah. Brand Ariel, Gary's here. Yeah. And,
He's here early.
And yeah.
Do you notice something? Everybody that's here is a member except for him.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Shame him.
I think he's AI anyway.
Yeah.
Let's play the shame game now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Warren actually exists.
That's right. Nobody's ever seen him. He's never been on.
No one's ever seen him.
Oh, it's a
I
bot.
think he's just
You're right. Hello, members, and thank you so much for being members, especially those who actually paid for it. Don't pay for this. This is, come on. Anyway, come on. We got Captain Joe Merico. Welcome in. Lloyd's here. Hi, Lloyd. I'm going to do this again. Lloyd, I sent you a link. I hate when people do that to you. It's like, what are you doing? Don't talk to your wife like that. So I see. Roadside Dog member for 4 months. Yeah, he's real. What did I miss? I missed. I got Lloyd. I got Mark. I got. I know there's some people on Mike's FPV channel again because he went live at 9:30.
Who?
Nobody.
Yeah, who?
Who?
Are you sit on a branch and crap through feathers?
Waypoint, New England. Welcome in, everybody. Huh?
Michael.
What? What was that?
He was hooting like an owl.
I like their potato chips actually. Private on FPV, welcome in. Good to see you. Everybody's got wrenches too. See, these are all our friends. These are the real friends, the ones that are here with us. See,
no, they just got fuck all to do on a Sunday night.
They could be in that other stream.
Who? What? Who?
Another stream?
Yeah. Fly Zone FPV has got a stream going on right now. So, it's FPV. We could talk FPV. Let's step on some toes. Jimmy, you're a recent convert to the FPV world.
I forget how. It's been so long, I forget how.
It's really exciting at first and a lot of fun, and then it's like you crash it a few times. Let's take a little break. And once you take that break,
Oh, shit.
Hell, I can barely afford camera drone hobby, let alone the FPV hobby.
Yeah. Well, they're both fun. They're fun in their different ways, I do enjoy flying both, but obviously the FPV makes me more nervous. Makes me a little on edge, little like, oh, I'm about to lose $700 again. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that would make me shit too.
Yeah. So yeah, look, I got a new shock. Isn't that exciting? Spent a lot of time in it today going to my dad's because I'm really smart and I decided to drive the over 100 miles to my dad's house on Black Friday weekend, Thanksgiving weekend. There were a couple of cars out there. Yeah, a couple of two-tree cars out there. There were a couple of a dozen accidents all over the place. I sat in on the highway, on the turnpike. I was so happy I was paying for the privilege of seeing the turnpike be a parking lot for 45 minutes. To turn, you add that 45 minutes onto my hour and 45-minute trip, and it became less than joyful. And actually, I had to add more time because course, I had to stop and pee. You know,
Pee-pee?
Well, you didn't have to stop.
Well, that depends.
Exactly.
I see what
I had to
you
stop.
did there.
So that added another 20 minutes to the trip. It's like, oh my god.
See what you did there.
Yeah. So did you? Is that what they're called in New Zealand or wherever it is you're from? What?
I think they are.
You think so? Well, read the label. Just look down. Just peel it back. It says right on there. You know, that's interesting. Do they have Fruit of the Loom in Australia?
There's a whole bunch of fruits in Australia.
Fruit of the Loom.
You know what that even is? Fruit of the Loom?
Oh, I thought it was underwear or something like that.
Very good. It is something like that. Yeah, it's very, very much something like that.
What would Dominic know about underwear?
I just, we take it for granted that these American brands are actually all over the place, and they're not necessarily so. I watched Margot Kidder talk about how she was so excited to see red Solo cups for the first time. It's like the red fucking plastic cups that you pour beer. I mean, and they're common as dirt here, and but she actually brings them back in her suitcase for her friends back to Australia. That's really sad. You guys don't have plastic cups, but I mean, I just wonder about brands you would just assume, like Hanes. And we can have that discussion too. What's better, Fruit of the Loom or Hanes? Go.
I've seen Hanes.
I can crap in them equally.
And have.
And have.
I'd agree with that.
Have you heard of those brands, Dominic?
Yeah.
Do you have them there in Australia? He doesn't know.
Hanes, I think.
He doesn't wear underwear. What?
Hanes, I think.
You think?
Yeah, I think we've had that. I just get the local, what do you call them? Bonds. Bonds is one.
What is it? Bums?
Bonds. Bonds.
Oh,
is one
Bonds.
brand.
Oh, gotcha.
And we've also got Rio is the other. RIO. Rio is another brand name.
Oh, I like that. They make them sound fun. Rio. Yeah. Like Rio Deja underwear. I like it. That's cool. All right. Now, just, we don't have to talk about underwear, but there's a lot of brands that we just assume that you would have heard of or of different things, like jeans, for example. I mean, I'm pretty sure Wranglers are worldwide, right?
Yeah.
Levi's.
Yep.
That's all I know. Jordache. I don't know. That's all I know. I just ran out of jean brands. Ladies and gentlemen, Alexa.
Hey.
There it is.
Woo-hoo!
Wow, I'm impressed.
Victoria's,
Sorry I'm late.
I didn't think of that. Victoria's Secret. You got that there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at Lloyd. Lloyd, that's funny.
Yeah.
They probably do, but I've never seen 007 size. They probably do.
That sounds awfully small. It sucks.
004.5.
Let me see what I'm wearing.
Hello, Jim.
I think I'm wearing Hanes.
Hi.
Good evening.
Hi, baby.
Good evening.
I didn't know Hanes
And
sucked.
Bill and Dominic and Mr. D.
Hi. I am wearing Hanes.
What are y'all talking about?
Underwear.
Underwear.
For what reason?
I don't know.
No, we're just talking about the differences. We're talking about the differences in brand names between Australia and the US.
Yeah, just assuming that famous large brands that exist here, and you just assume, being the arrogant wanker American that I am, I would just assume that they have all over the world, and you shouldn't assume that. They have other stuff there. Like he's got 007 Bonds on his PP right now. I have, and that's another thing. Do we wear tighty whities or boxers or the sport jocks, or sport shorts, or whatever? See, that's what I like. To keep you, especially Yeah, they're like a half and half. Yeah. You know what? If I feel like going out to my truck for something and I don't feel like putting pants on, nobody knows the difference in Florida. You just,
Well, nothing comes between me and my Levi's, so.
Okay.
God, that's so. There's like different levels to that.
That's why I said it.
I was in the gutter level.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, you normally are, Jim.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Thank you for noticing.
What that means is I don't wear panties.
Oh, we picked up on that.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, yeah. Warren allegedly wears a loincloth.
What's he think he's fucking Tarzan?
Oh, okay. I get you.
Who did that commercial? It was
Demonetized. You have an image of
why would
somebody.
they demonetize you though? Talking about underwear.
No, swear
I
words.
said a bad word.
Oh well, then don't
So you
swear.
can't have it's so many like right at the. How many minutes are we in? 17 minutes. We might be okay. I think it's like the first 6 or 7 minutes. You can't,
F this, F that.
And why would you want to have sex with Tarzan? He's fucking Tarzan. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cheetah. Do it.
That's the monkey.
Disturbing.
What's disturbing? You brought it up. Pants
monkey.
equals trousers. Now, they're having interesting conversation in the chat. We should.
And everybody that said hello to me in the chat, hello back. I'm not going to type it all in. Just hi.
Gitch.
Thank you for being sweet.
The Gitch 906 is here.
Gitchy, yeah.
Yeah.
Real men go commando. Yeah, but you see, after a certain age, commando means like you're putting stuff in your pocket. I mean, it just, no. No, you got to keep those boys under control. They
My boys need a home.
Tend to travel.
Yeah. I was just going to say that one. My boys need a home. Yeah.
Yeah, they travel.
I said the trouble is, if you don't wear anything on top of them, you might have a bit of a zip issue. Keeping it away from the zip.
And who here has done that?
Oh, there's a video we got to play, Bill.
Yeah.
No way.
No.
No.
No, that wasn't a problem when I used to wear the 501 Levi's, with the button fly. But
wait, you got your wee caught in a button fly pair of pants?
Yeah, no,
that takes some skill.
No, that didn't happen then. It's only when I switched to jeans that had zippers that became an issue. And
laughing, my attempt at a joke fell flat. No, not at all. Not at all. Don't say that. That's not true. Yeah, I've done that with the zipper, by the way. It's probably one of the worst things in the world.
Yeah, because not only does it hurt when you zip it up, but then you have to zip it down.
Right.
Didn't that happen in the movie? Something about Mary or whatever.
Yeah, and they actually showed the skin. Oh God, yeah. Oh. Yeah. I was just thinking that image is in my mind now. That's yeah. Look at this. We're down to 14 people now. We should probably stop talking about underwear.
Oh hell.
Let me see. Okay, so this is apparently. I'm gonna pull this up. I knew it wasn't going to be Warren. He is so full of baloney.
A joke, was it?
It's the Kozo thong song.
The what?
Yeah, just look at it later. It looks ridiculous. Yeah, it's a thong video, and it's cartoonish.
There's
Hey, how you doing, Jody?
There's a drone video.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do a drone video. Is it you?
No, this is Jordan. We
All
went
right.
we went down to the new place on Monday, and he brought his drones. So we went down the road to the beach.
This is clearly the DJI POS.
Jody.
Yeah, and he wanted to rip a pack. He was sitting in the tailgate, and it was just freezing. Hi, Jody. It was pretty sunny there. This picture doesn't do the justice of the glare off the lake.
Looks almost like you're in Florida.
Well, that's what you want to go for, is the glare in the camera. That's beautiful. All right. Very nice.
Yay.
Yay.
So there'll be a lot of that in the spring.
Cool. Glad to see it.
Is that close to your new home?
2 minutes away.
Wow. Are you all moved in?
No, we take possession tomorrow.
Oh, wow. So then the fun begins.
Yeah.
Mm. So I have a question, a drone question. When you're changing props on the Avata, how tight? How do you know when you've got the screws tight, not too tight?
When you hear a snap or a crack, I'd stop.
Well, that's what I'm trying to avoid. But how do you know, like, how
Just
much?
feel.
No, just a good snug.
Just feel, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all. I don't even know. I haven't put the screws on, but you don't want to go berserk and start to crack it. But is there any what do you call blue on the screws? Thread locker?
I don't know. I've not taken them off yet.
Jordan put the why can't I think of the name of the other company that makes propellers?
Master air screw?
Yes, he put a pair on his, and one ended up cracking just like yours
Mm-hmm.
and his did as well.
Yeah.
So he gave me the 3 other ones as spares.
Yeah.
I took off the original to put my master air screws on as well.
Mhm.
And it was pretty tight, and I just keep that little snug there. So hopefully that didn't affect it or start a hairline crack.
Yeah.
Mine's been fine. So
Just good and snug is fine, and then you make sure you check them before every time you put it up in the air. That's all.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Now that what happened in Florida just makes me paranoid. It's just I don't want to lose another.
Have you flown? Have you been flying it much since then?
I have been flying more recently than I have because I hadn't flown at all up until about I don't know a month or 2 ago since April. I just didn't do it. I've been too busy, and now I'm starting to get really busy again with this airplane thing. So.
Did you say busy or dizzy?
Busy. Bravo. So here's a fun airplane that would be. This would be such a great airplane to buy. Just to putt around town. Look at that. You have a tri-pacer. Everybody knows what a tri-pacer. Oh wait a minute. Jeff's calling. Hold on.
Everybody knows what a what?
Tri-pacer. Hold on. Jeff's calling.
No. Why would we know that? I like to try pasties.
A tri-pacer. It's got 3 of something.
Got 3 wheels.
3 wheels.
Well, that's well, Jim. You've got 3 nipples, right? So try pasties would be there. You go.
I would need that. Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin's here. Hi, Kevin from the Philippines. Good to see you, nephew. He calls me his favorite nephew. Or my favorite nephew. Somebody's favorite nephew. How you doing? Or brother. He calls me brother. There you go. He's
How
too
you
young.
doing?
Too young.
You're my favorite Martian.
And anybody else? We got anybody else? Who else here? Anybody come in? Somebody come in? Say something funny in the chat. Did we get any other videos? I saw a couple other links. Let me take a look.
Tri-pacer. Look at this
Cool.
plane.
Yeah, Cool Cat put one up. Okay, let me see this one.
See that little booger head? See those? Is that
Oh,
focused?
I wish I could play that. It's the Monty Python penis song.
No.
Such a fun little airplane.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Hmm.
You know, or the ultralight you were talking about.
Yeah, this is not an ultralight. This is Part 61. So I mean, it's a regular old airplane, but it's old. I mean, these are fabric wings. It's a 2-seater, and you can drive faster than this plane flies. I mean, it's not good for travel. It's just good to get up off the ground and fly around, do some scenic stuff, and come back.
Do FPV maneuvers and then land.
Mm. Yeah, but anyway, I almost bought one about 20 years ago. I didn't do it, but I think I might.
You know, the whole ultralight thing, though, that don't even need a pilot's license for. We could
No.
form a club.
Yeah, we could.
And do some ultralight.
That would be a blast.
Some
I would
racing.
love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And also, what do they call that when you have the propeller on your back and you got the wing?
Like a paramotor.
Paramotor, that's it. I'd love to do that. That would be a blast. Be so inexpensive compared to flying normal airplanes.
I would think you could. Well, I think that whole rig is kind of expensive to get it with the motor and like that. You could probably do jet. Just get the hang glider and just light farts and stuff. And, I could see myself doing that.
Well, it probably
Have you
wouldn't
seen,
be that expensive if you use a Briggs and Stratton engine.
Mm.
Well, you can buy them used too. I mean, the whole rig. But I'd rather go new. But have you seen Jetman on YouTube?
Strap
You
a
should
lawnmower
Google-
on your back. And
No, seriously, you should Google Jetman on YouTube. That would be the ultimate. I mean, as far as
Jet boy, jet girl.
I've seen those jetpacks like that. My question is, how the hell do you land?
parachute.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
Here, I'll find.
Well, I mean, you're going to land one way or the other.
Mm.
Yeah,
True.
takeoffs are optional. Landing is mandatory.
Mm.
Why do they call it parachute when there's only one?
Because it's not it's parachute.
PARA.
Well, when I was in the Army, we had a parachutes. We had our main and we had our reserve.
There you go.
Is that short for parabolic because of the shape of the parachute? I don't know. That's an interesting question. How did they come up with the name for parachute?
Mm.
Is that a brand name? Is that what you call them in Australia?
Yeah, could be.
Okay, here you go.
The hell was that?
I'm going to put this in the chat. Here's the link. Check this out.
Check this out.
One night only.
There you go. There you go. That is.
Sounds like you got music.
Yeah, it was music.
All right. Well, no sound for this. All right. Oops. We'll go like that. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Michael.
Michael.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Michael.
Hey.
How you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Michael.
Hey, I got some feedback here.
Yeah.
Let me
Mute,
turn that
mute.
thing off here.
Hi, Mike. Right?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. A little tired, but doing okay.
Yeah, I heard you talking about. Let me turn this thing off here.
A little tired.
There. Heard you
There.
talk about paramotoring.
Now
Yeah,
you're
that'd be fun.
You know, I thought about doing that, but several years ago, there was like a 2-year waiting list, and came down to the time, decided to back out. There actually is one of the top training center is in Lake Wales, Florida. I went there about 4 years ago, I guess. They had a flight test, had a meetup out there, and their headquarters.
Yeah, you would think.
I don't understand why you don't even see the swirl on the smoke from their jetpack.
Mm.
so it's bullshit.
No, this is a
Yeah.
real thing, but I don't know if this video. But you just seem like, well, see, he's off the wingtip there. He'd be okay.
That's
Mm.
just Ant-Man.
But well, that's
Yeah.
cool though. Wouldn't that be fun?
Mhm.
Fuck, are you kidding me?
Oh, I
Yeah.
would jump
I-
at that opportunity.
I'd crash because I'd pass out.
Nah. Nah.
That looks
The
fun.
pilot's like, "What? Get away from me!"
That plane is amazing too. The double decker part.
Dubai.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know that was filmed somewhere else because the FAA would have a heart attack over that.
No, they've done it in the U.S. They just get clearance. They just get clearance.
What's your clearance, Clarence?
Clarence who?
Yeah. What's the clearance, Clarence?
What's your vector, Victor?
Yes, it looks fun. I don't know that I'd be chasing a jumbo jet though.
No, I don't think I would either.
And
My luck, I'd get in front of the engine, get sucked in.
I mean, and that's true. You know how rich they are in the United Arab Emirates. So the UAE, the kind of money they got, they're just looking for ways to spend money when you're chasing a jet with a jetpack or whatever that thing is. I mean, they're wings, obviously, with an actual jet motor on it. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of fuel is that. I wonder.
I think it's actually Jet A. I think it's turbines in there.
Well, really?
Mm-hmm.
The temperature? Would you? Oh, God, having that on your back, that's scary to me. But what? And how much would you have to carry to fly any distance? Yeah.
Like a Lord.
Well, you could just pass that off as a colored smoke trail.
Yeah.
I'm sure that wouldn't be cheap either.
Well, it's interesting. It's pretty cool.
15,000 jet.
Yes. What was that?
Just another video. I'm copying the link to. I had to pause it.
Oh.
There you go. Hello, Lloyd. Somebody else came in. Oh, Corey Man O or Zero.
Corey.
Good evening, all.
Howdy, Jody.
Hey, Corey.
Too many fun things to do in life.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Isn't it awfully nice to have a penis? Isn't it frightfully good to have a dong? Swell to have a stiffy, it's divine to own a dick. From the tiniest little tadger to the world's biggest brick.
That's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough of that.
Yeah, just let them play one line and then wait 5 seconds and then.
Isn't it? It is awfully nice to have a penis. I get a lot of use out of mine.
Because you're peeing every 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Did you send a link for Dawn?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I did.
Maybe
Mike, where's your camera at? You look like you're a Jolly Green Giant there.
I'm on an iPad right now today. I'm going to get my camera fixed
Oh, okay.
or re-coordinate on my computer.
Oh.
How many people? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jim.
I was going to say, you look like Beetlejuice, a big body and a small little head there.
How many people here have the Oculus, or I should say now the Meta Quest 3?
No idea what that is, so obviously I don't.
It's like the VR headset that I sent you.
I got the Quest 2.
Oh, no, I didn't send that to you. I sent that to, what's his name, over at...
We are together in close formation, but pushed by the same
Well, anyway.
What's his name?
Who has the VR headset?
I couldn't even afford the flight to Dubai, let alone do this.
Well, they do it in the U.S. too, but they got less rules, I guess, over there. It does look fun, though, does it not?
Sure.
Well, it
And
looks
you get
like
a ride in a
blast.
helicopter.
Yeah, I don't think it's one of those things you just strap it on and jump out the first time. there's a lot to learn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Look at that. Is that cool or what?
Gosh.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the communities that they made, and they made it in the shape of a palm tree. There's a little glimpse of that there. It's all man-made.
Is that part of it? Dropping
See it? There it is.
and compressing air into the front of the motors to get them started.
It probably does have something to do with it. I'm not sure.
And what would steer the rudders and ailerons?
I think it's just all body movement. I think that's what that is.
Not with those sharp turns.
No, they've definitely have some control there.
I guess it's all on their hands.
Yeah, they've got handles. It looks like handles and cables. Looks like. Oh, that would have sucked. Bam! What a headache that would have been.
Talk about your air show accident.
Yeah, you'd have to have good depth perception for that.
And thus ended the story of the Two Stooges.
Mm-hmm.
He's flying upside down, laying on top of the wing.
Where's the ground? I can't see it.
How fun that would be.
Yep. More fun than a drone, but not as much fun as a barrel of monkeys.
You know, I saw those the other day in the store.
I'm getting a feeling that they're continually. I don't know. They do. I don't know how much thrust they have.
It's always good to have a lot of thrust.
You know, it's like they're parasailing with power. They're like power gliding.
And so, how do you land those ones?
I guess we're going to find out.
Yeah, it's a parachute. I'd probably get too low, run out of jet fuel, and wouldn't have enough time to pull my chute.
Yeah, I can see the chute that's there.
That's insane.
Could you imagine seeing that on the street?
See, they allow this here, and they won't even. And here, you couldn't fly a drone over traffic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not showing a landing. All right. I guess you're right. I guess it's just parachute.
We don't want to see the landing.
Let me know how that gets delivered, Warren.
Yeah, we're very interested in that.
You'll get yours right after the Roadrunner. The Wild E Coyote.
Wild E Coyote. Super genius.
Genius.
Acme tail draggers. They have control surfaces. Yeah, apparently they do. Oh, okay. Parasol. All right. Thank you, dear. Borrowed from the French. Now we know. Okay, that's very interesting.
Well, even if it's not true, it sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what the weight limit is on those things.
Oh, the Jetman thing is completely legit. It's not made up.
The what?
The Jetman. Mr. B said.
No, I was referring to the parasol comment where they got the name parachute from.
Oh.
You know,
Hey
even
Bill,
if it's not
here's
true,
a video that shows the video that shows the landing. If you scrub through the video toward the end.
Okay, I'll start scrubbing.
Scrub away.
Scrub or fast forward?
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, I like
Actually,
scrub.
I'd kind of like to show this video. This is very cool.
Yeah, it is very cool.
Is that the Grand Canyon? Yeah, Grand Canyon. Yep. Wow. Okay. All right, I'll get rid of the intro where they're talking about it. And
blah, blah, blah,
blah,
blah.
blah, blah. Jetting around above the Grand. Yeah, gotcha. All right. Wonderful. Getting in the helicopter. All right, that's good enough. Oh.
No, we can't fly our drones at the Grand Canyon, but they can fly those.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I said that already.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to
you're
say,
right.
don't get me started on a couple of things you can fly and can't fly.
There's people that won't even get in the helicopter, let alone do this. I guess that answers how you fit that in the helicopter. You don't. So part of the expense is not just buying and owning the rig, whether I don't know whether people do or not. Maybe they just rent these. Is having a and it does look like the drop is what helps ignite those jets. By the way, is having a helicopter to be able to hang on the outside of.
Exactly. Helicopters ain't cheap to operate, that's for sure.
But they're allowed to fly and we're not.
Just learning.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Why are we not allowed to fly over the Grand? Oh, because it's a national park. So what? What are you going to do with a drone that nature has already done? What, are you going to make the Grand Canyon bigger?
Yeah, that's what they think.
Yeah, that's the federal government for you.
It's not just your government; it's my government as well.
Yeah, you know how that is. All governments manage to screw everything up.
Yep. Oh, most definitely. We can just sit here and say, "Oh, look at that."
Bob friggin' Casey.
Look at that.
Oh,
look at that up there. Look.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Brother Bob.
Oh.
Kind of digging the Hakuna Matata music in the background.
And look at that.
Oh, wow, look. See that up there? Look. In the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a frog. Not bird, nor plane, nor even frog. It's just little old me. Underdog.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. All right, let's go back to this again. Okay. So you run out of gas and then you do that. Got it. Run out of fuel.
Visions of Evil Knievel there crashing into the side of the wall.
Yeah.
Look at that. And hopefully there's somebody there to pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. The Black
That'd
Ops
be
helicopter.
How's he going to get in there?
Make a terrible Halloween costume. You have trouble getting in the door and everything.
Exactly. So it's going to shake people's hands and then take that off.
That don't look like a lot of fuel either, though.
No, you sure sound like alcohol based or I don't know. Have to look into that. Very neat. Nifty. Thank you for sharing that, Alexis.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
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 It's almost as interesting as our underwear conversation from earlier.
What's next on the list, Bill?
I have no list. I have
Weren't
no.
you supposed to be coming up with topics?
Says who?
Yeah, we should have topics.
You want to see a Japanese guy making food? I got that.
I could have swore a couple weeks ago you said something about coming up with some topics.
Yeah, he always talks a big game.
Yeah.
What possessed you to get the truck?
I did go to a Japanese hibachi restaurant today.
Bill, did you miss Jim's question?
Yeah.
What possessed you to get a truck?
I've had many, and I missed having one, and I wanted to have one, so I got not a new one. It's a 16 with high miles, but it's in beautiful shape. It's not a scratch on it.
Was your car acting up, or
no?
Huh.
I only had 43,000 miles on it. Well, I mean,
just had an itch and you wanted to scratch it?
Yeah, I still had value in that car. That Santa Fe was a 19, so it's no longer a new car. It's becoming an older car, and I don't know. I just missed having a truck. Plus, I got this with no money, and they wrote me a check for $2,500 actually, and that truck for my Santa Fe. So, there is that, and I need a new driveway, so I'm just going to put that towards the driveway. So, because it's going to cost me about $7,000 to do half the driveway.
And that truck's better to tow your boat than the car.
Well, the car, yeah, my boat's light, but the car handled the boat no problem. But there is the idea that down the road, my wife and I have talked about this, is maybe getting ourselves a little camper. And this does have the 7-pin, the hook up with the electric brake control built in there, ready to go. And
there you go.
So there is that. So maybe down the road, by then maybe I'll put another transmission and motor in it, but we'll see. No, I like trucks. I always like trucks, So I already have a little SUV sitting over there. So why did I need two of them?
Yeah, why?
Why?
Oh, why?
Here's the thing. There was a point where negative returns was starting to. The car's paid off. It was worth around trade in a little over 16. So a year ago it was they were willing to give you what you paid for it practically, because nobody can get a new car, but then you couldn't buy anything. So what was the point? So now it was kind of a happy medium. I could get something decent, and have some money left over. And I did notice that the red paint on I was starting to have an issue on the roof a little bit of fit. You had to look, but it was there. So I think in a year it would have looked like hell, and I would have ended up painting the thing, spending a couple $3,000 or whatever. So let's do it now. And
that time again.
Yeah, let's do it.
I just sent you a picture of my truck. It's behind my plane.
Kapling.
And like I said, I like trucks. Always have. Let me see. What'd you say?
That is so cool.
I like the pose.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Hello, Mr. Hope.
And there she is, looking cool as hell. I can't make that any bigger, can I? Yep, yeah, I can.
Yeah, can you zoom in on the truck? That's a 2019 Dodge Ram Limited. It's called a financial mistake.
Especially when you get two of them.
Is that a gas engine or a diesel?
That's gas.
Okay.
It's got every bell and whistle known to mankind.
The diesel
78
would be worth more.
$78,000 for this sucker.
Yeah, that's a little bit pricey.
So when I show you my 7-year-old single cab 6-cylinder truck, you needed to show me your $78,000 pickup truck.
You said
Yeah.
you like trucks.
You did. Oh yeah, not a Dodge fan, but nice truck, very nice. It's very nice.
It's a nice truck.
They're all metal. Cars are cars. Trucks are trucks.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little brand loyalty, but it doesn't rule me. I had a Colorado, but that new. 11,000 miles later, I traded that in.
Yeah, we used to have a Dodge Ram dually when we had horses and all that. But when the horses,
I've had Chevy trucks, I've had Ford trucks. I prefer Chevy, but you know, everyone's got their go-tos, I guess. Hell, I've even had a Toyota truck in the past.
Why would I want that Hyundai with its 100,000 mile drivetrain warranty? I'm such a moron.
Hey, you know, you wanted a truck, you got a truck.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
I enjoy trucks. Hi, Chris. How you doing, bud? Yeah, but that's actually a. Am I using StreamYard?
Yes.
Yes, I is.
I mean, it's just like when my wife wrecked my old truck. That's when I went out and bought my Avalanche. A year later, but you know.
You still have it?
My Avalanche?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the wife.
Yeah, I've still got the wife. 27 years, you know.
Oh, my, I can't imagine.
It's cheaper to keep her, you know.
Is it really?
Well, my youngest child is 25, so I mean, nah, not really. But I mean, technically, she could get some of my retirement, so you know, it's cheaper.
now the blue truck that I just sent to you too, that's the one we traded in on the Tesla.
Pling.
Clearly into Dodges.
Yeah, we don't have the blue one anymore.
Rams. Whatever.
Jeff stopped driving after 4,000 miles, so we got a really good bundle of cash.
Yeah.
Against the Tesla.
Yeah, that's next. I'm gonna get a cover.
Yeah, the tonneau.
Oh yeah, the bed covers.
Yeah, I made him throw those in free with installation when I bought the truck. I told him I was going to buy the truck if they don't throw that in for free.
Well, that's the nice thing about an Avalanche is they come with the bed covers. And if you want, you can remove the back window, fold down that part of the truck, and have a much longer bed.
What are we talking about? Oh, whoa! Think all the booze
Truck.
on the top. Yeah, I'm gonna get. I'm just gonna get a soft one. Get a roll up. I'm not spending too much money. I'm not gonna go nuts. Truck's 7 years old, almost 8 years old. But anyway, that's what my wife said. You're gonna start spending money. You're gonna spend money on. You're gonna do. No. Yeah, yes, I am.
Yeah, okay.
You
always end up spending money for the little accessories.
I have to. It's a single cap. I mean, it's. See, look. So even the 06 that I had, even though it was a standard cab, actually had like a split door there. There was no seats back there, but there was lots of room behind the seat. You know, with toolboxes and stuff. And even that one, I still had a toolbox in the back, which, you know, I want to have. So I'm going to find. I'm just torn whether I'm going to do a toolbox across the back behind the cab and then a shorter cover, or do the full cover and get one of those toolboxes that sits in the bed, you know, along the side. Which is I'm leaning towards that, you know. And anyway, but that's down the list. There's other stuff I want to do. One thing I got to do is I got to redo the tint in the windows. They got some aftermarket tint in there that's crap. Definitely not factory. Factory.
In other words, it's a do-it-yourself tent.
No, I don't think it was do it yourself. I think it was professionally done. But you go to these places, and, it depends what you want to pay. You could pay $150. You could pay $400. It depends what the quality of what you want in the window.
I mean, I know my 08 Avalanche, it's got tinted windows that were done by a professional tent shop. So
they're not they're not all made equal. Those ones that say $99 tints, and they along the highway.
This was an actual professional job done on it.
Well, technically, if you paid them, it's professional.
No, they're all professional.
Well, true, but there's varying levels of professional.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's like I was a professional truck driver, but some of those truck drivers that are out there today are just professional steering wheel holders.
The pocket's been out for a couple of weeks and Lon is still buying
No.
I bought two 30 gallon.
I have a pocket 3, but I ain't gonna pay that price for one.
I bought two 30 gallon
jerry can
fuel, it's like a transfer thing. It's got a little fuel, just like a hose with a handle, like you get at a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
I got those in the back of my truck. So when you take road trips, if you don't have a gas station nearby, you just fill your tank with your own fuel that you started out with. So you got an extra 60 gallons just as a backup.
Mm-hmm.
Those are pretty nice.
This thing probably has 28. Do you have dual tanks on that truck to begin with?
No, I think it's a 32 gallon.
And that's not enough to plan ahead. Get 4 miles.
Well, I bought those back when COVID first came out.
Or something.
Remember when COVID first started and everybody was panicking about all that crap?
Oh, yeah.
I'll just get a couple
toilet paper doesn't make your truck run.
I'll just get a couple fuel tanks, put them back there, fill them up. So it works pretty good because it's gravity fed. So
yeah, I've got a 30 gallon tank on my truck, and it kills me every time I have to fill it up.
Yeah, it's 30 gallons. It's not like you're filling it every week.
No, but when you're talking $100 a pop,
Yeah. Well, I haven't bought fuel. Probably. I bought $50 worth about 3 months ago in the truck to fill it up. But I haven't driven the truck except once a week just to keep the truck going. Take the dogs out for a ride.
Ever since my daughter bought her a car to drive to and from work in, my gas usage has went way down. I mean,
mine is at 0 because I just drive the Tesla.
Filling it up twice a month, and now I'm lucky if I fill it up twice in 3 months. But then again, I haven't been going camping or anything, and if I buy this camper, hopefully tomorrow, if I buy that, then that'll affect my fuel mileage some, but not too bad. The camper only weighs 3,000 pounds, dry weight. That ain't gonna affect my fuel mileage that badly.
I've got an F-150, and I love it because I can drive to Houston 2/3 of the way back without filling it up at all. So I'm not used to that.
Yeah. Well, you're in Austin, right?
I'm in Dallas, Fort Worth.
You're in Dallas. Okay.
I can drive to Houston and back, and almost get back without putting in gas in it. So it'll get over 500 miles on the tank. So
there you go.
For me. Yeah. The 23 model. So
I just looked mine up. I have a 23 gallon tank.
What, in that F-150?
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Especially with a 6-cylinder in it.
Yeah, I got the 3.5 flex fuel, which this page says gas mod should be 25, 18 city 25 highway.
Yeah, I think mine gets like 16 city, 20 on the highway.
Yeah. Well, I was getting 20. I was getting 23 before I ended up in that traffic jam from the accident. So I don't know. But I'm perfectly happy with that. That's for a truck. That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's not bad for a truck, especially a full size.
That makes
I'm
it
getting
23.
20 to 21 with the 5.3 liter.
Yeah, I want to. Oh, let me see. Max towing with that little motor. Let me see. Max towing capacity 9,100. Wow, that's way.
Bad.
No, that's way.
My Avalanche, of course, the Avalanche is heavy, but mine can pull 7,200 pounds. So.
Yeah, 9,100. But I mean, they really should break this up because that has the tow package and the with the transmission cooler and all that.
Yeah, I've got the towing package. Mine's an LTZ model, so it's got the towing package and everything. So
it already has the adjustable electric brake control in the cabin, which is cool. So I'm good to go for that retirement and trailer, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
Pack up and get out of town.
Yes, sir.
Like I say, I'm looking at that camper. I get that camper, I'll be staying in that when I come down there to Florida. The hell with a hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I already checked with your Elks Lodge. Donation of $10 a day, and I can park my camper there.
I wasn't aware of that. Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's
They don't have electric hookups, but they told me $10 a day donation is all they ask. And I'm like, hell, I can afford that. Especially when you consider you've got a refrigerator, you got a stove and everything, so you can cook your own food to where you're not eating out all the time.
Yeah. Well, divided by 12 equals. It's only 17 and a half feet long. Let's see. I was thinking about doubling up my driveway up at the top, so I stopped parking in the grass. That's another $2,500.
Well, you got the $2,500 extra dollars now.
Well, yeah, I know.
There you
go. I mean, we get the money. I just don't like spending it.
You're like me. You're cheap.
Frugal.
I mean, that's why I've got that aluminum boat I've got. You know, it's cheap. It doesn't cost much to operate it. You know,
same as mine. Aluminum boat.
I mean, mine's a 1971 boat, and the most expensive thing on it is the newer outboard that I put on it. It's got a 2019 motor, so.
Yeah, my boat's actually older than yours. It's 1964 or 5 or something, I think. But the my motor's an 82.
Yeah,
82 15 horse Johnson. That's all.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. You know, I mean, a two-stroke. I'm assuming it's a two-stroke. A two-stroke will last forever.
Yeah.
No, Mark. See, Mark. All right, I could spend that kind of money, but I will not spend that kind of money.
My 63 Johnson's a two-stroke.
I'm not even
going there.
Yeah, we're not going there. At least I've got a 4-stroke. Okay,
no,
I can last twice as long. You know,
I am very cheap, Lon. Absolutely. I have a wife that I like to keep happy. I mean, she lets me do what I want, and then makes me feel bad about it. She's so good at that, man. So good at that. It's giving me a really hard time about this, because I went from a newer vehicle with a warranty to something I'm probably going to be working on, and just acted like she's. I don't care. You do what you want. No, you do what you want.
Oh yeah, the whole do what you want. Yeah. Been there, done that. But I got to give my wife credit. She lets me do whatever I want. If I want to, I mean, she still works. If I want to pick up and go camping for a week, she has absolutely no problem with it.
She probably encourages it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
when I ask,
Well,
I get
well,
told, why do you
yeah,
ask me?
because when I don't go and do stuff that I want to do, I get kind of bitchy and crabby, and
Plus, you're there. Anyway, what'd you say, Mike? I missed that.
I said my wife gets upset when I ask her, "Can I do something?" Her point is, "Why are you asking me?
Yeah, you're grown.
Go have fun." You know,
You're a grown ass man. I hate
exactly.
that.
pretty much.
What does it even mean, grown ass man?
And that's
I
been
mean,
almost
hell.
43 years for me. So
Means your ass can't get any bigger.
No, she doesn't. She she has her opinions, and then says do what you want, and then I pay for it for maybe a day or two, and then she gets over it. It's all right, you know. So, yeah, I still have a vehicle with no payments. Nothing changed really, except
right. I mean, me and my wife, we've got a good relationship. I let her do whatever she wants to do, and I don't bitch about it. She lets me do what I want to do, and she don't bitch about it. That's the best way to be, you know. Don't try to force someone to do whatever you want them to do. Just let them do their own thing.
Yeah, that's called parenting.
But she's so frugal. She spends like no money on herself. So that's where the guilt comes in. That's why I buy her cars and stuff.
Well, there's nothing wrong with spoiling her every now and then, you know.
Just wonder if it's
as they say, happy wife, happy life.
I think she was perfectly fine with the Fusion. I don't know. Sometimes you spend the money. Oh, that's nice, thank you. And then 2 days later, it's like, why'd you buy it? You know, I don't know. Just the fact that I come home every day and I'm not a slob. I think she's happy with that. And I'm so damn devilishly handsome. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, you even had a hard time getting that out.
Yeah,
with
I know.
a straight face, Bill.
My face didn't want to say it. It's like, stop lying. Don't even.
You thought you were going to get struck by lightning saying that.
Hi, Brad. Oh, God. Buyer's remorse.
Brad.
Yeah, there is that. I see. I just bought this thing a few days ago, so I'm still rationalizing getting a vehicle with high miles, but that's okay.
Hey, we all get that. I had that for a couple days after I bought my Air 3. It's like, did I really need that? No, but I got it anyway, so to hell with it. I might as well enjoy it.
No, I'm a lucky guy. You know, I come home with a Harley one day. I already had a motor. I had a Suzuki. I'll come home with a Harley one day. Did you need that? No. I still have it.
Yeah, you sold the Suzuki.
No. She's too good for me, honestly. But anyway, so that's my deal. I have that, and I ate at a Japanese hibachi restaurant today. Do you guys like those places? You know what I found out today. Now they sat us at the table. They sat us at the thing. Oh, we got a spot for you, and it was a big Hispanic family, very very nice people. We sat with them, very friendly, and the girl, the youngest one, the like the mom with the kid, she's sitting next to me, and she'd been there before, and she should have hooked me. She should have told me what was going on. You know when they squirt that sake in your mouth? So of course, sure, you know, people say no, yeah, and I'm watching them. Just go, little squirt, little squirt, moving down the line, squirt. Didn't realize they want you to tell them when to stop. I didn't know this, you know. I mean, I just thought he was just going to give me a taste, you know what I mean, and move on to, and move on. So he's filling my mouth up, right? I'm like, and it completely filled, and so I started swallowing right while he was doing it. this went on. He almost emptied the bottle into my mouth. I thought he was trying to kill me. It was like a Japanese sake torture. And finally, I said, "I can't believe you let him put that." Oh, I could stop this, and I raised my hand, and he stopped. I didn't know. I honestly was getting nervous for a minute there.
I'm drowning.
I took half that bottle. And they're cheering. Yeah, look at him go. Look at him go. You can see my throat because I could see him drinking.
John.
So in case you're not stupid like me, or you are stupid like me, raise your hand, tell them stop, and then you're good. Her mom tried to be cool too, but once that mouth filled up completely, that was it. She was done. I don't even like sake.
You got a beer bottle? Like, do they spill it or
what? It's like in a ketchup bottle.
Well, I know, but like to start, there's got to be.
Huh?
There's got to be like a dribble, like it just doesn't go boom. Like,
oh, he was pretty good at it. If he, I got a little video. She took my phone. The girl next to me. He flipped some food. That's the picture of this stream. It's him flipping some food into my mouth like a seal. Oh, it was fun. It was good.
There you go. The more Jim thinks about it, the funnier it gets.
Never again. Speaking of never again, Don, how you doing, buddy?
Hey,
Don.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, guys. I'm just confused by the quote from Lon that is up there on the screen.
Yeah.
Glad to see you, buddy.
Me back.
Back at you, Jim.
It's 3:00 somewhere.
Did your family leave? Did your daughter leave?
It is actually.
Yeah, my daughter left
3 o'clock here.
Friday, and then my wife left me today.
Single man. Hi, Don.
She'll be back.
Huh? Oh. Let's not so happy about it. Yeah. She'll be back. Where'd she go?
She went up to Iowa, where my daughter lives.
Iowa?
At first, I was going to say, what the hell did she go to Iowa for?
Yeah, she'll definitely be back.
You followed it up with that's where your daughter lives. Now it makes sense.
No, there's a eclipse up there. It's her turn.
I mean, who the hell would go to Iowa any other reason?
What are you talking about? That's where James T. Kirk is from. Yeah.
And your point is?
Yes, actually, yeah.
What, Iowa?
Iowa.
So is Radar O'Reilly, Ottumwa, Iowa.
Yes. Yeah, I was born in Iowa and I work in outer space.
Yeah, I've been to Ottumwa. That's nothing to write home about. Trust me.
Well, where are you now? That's so wonderful. Paris, Wisconsin, or something, or
me?
Yeah,
I'm down in Pascagoula, Mississippi, right on the Gulf Coast.
Pascagoula, yeah,
damn straight.
And Iowa is the Buddy Holly crash site. There's lots to do in Iowa.
Well,
I'll make fun of
Mississippi
Iowa.
is where Leonard Skinner's plane went down. So, yeah.
Where's that, Iowa?
Up there. Holy shit.
Buddy Holly was a great Texan, true Texan.
Him and the Big Bopper.
Mac Davis, Lubbock, Texas.
Sioux City, Iowa. There was a big plane crash.
Have you never been to the dentist, Lon? That man squirts fluids into your mouth.
Yeah, Iowa's got a lot of plane mishaps.
He also sucks out of your mouth too. I'm sorry, what now?
Iowa has a lot of plane mishaps.
Does it? Well, they got to be on the map for some reason.
Well, I mean, the whole damn state's flat. So,
Yeah, sure she is. At least now she is.
Waiting for Lon to come back. No.
Next time she's leaning up against that chair, check it out. Be sure. Anyway. All right, that's enough.
That's enough of that noise.
Here's a long story. I had tickets to see Leonard Skinner. They were supposed to be coming to the UK, but they had that plane crash. Those inconsiderate bastards. When they reformed as the Rossington Collins Band, we got tickets for that. Guess what?
Yep. They lost half their band members.
They canceled the show after that? Guys, the show must go on. I don't know what this means. Here. That make you happy?
PU.
All right. So anyway, what's wrong with Iowa? I've never been to Iowa. I have no idea what it's like there. I know we had the Iowa tests when I was a kid, the standardized tests. They placed me in the 99th percentile, so there's something wrong with them, clearly.
What's wrong with Iowa? What's right with Iowa?
What do you got against Iowa? What's wrong with you, Mrs. Pascagoula?
I was a truck driver, all right?
I drove truck, too. I didn't see anything wrong with it.
I mean, Iowa, Kansas, Nebraska, there's nothing to see there.
It's the heart of our country. It's the breadbasket of America. What are you talking about? You know, I tell you what.
You've seen one cornfield, you've seen them all.
All right, in Kansas, you've got the Standing Rocks over on the west side. Those are pretty interesting. Iowa,
okay, sure.
The Ledges State Park is very beautiful up in Boone.
Right.
I will admit, driving through Kansas, through those cornfields on pin straight roads for miles and miles and miles and miles. You don't even feel like you're moving. It's that's
Western Kansas is worse than Eastern Kansas by far.
Hogs outnumber people 4-1 in Iowa. Okay.
Frogs?
Hogs.
Oh, I thought you said frogs. Yeah.
Okay, so you always have a date for Friday night.
There you go.
But Pittsville, Illinois, was it Pittsville? Pittsville? Illinois was the pig capital of the country.
But Iowa has
the sign says when you drive
literacy rating over Florida.
And you the what?
Iowa has a significantly higher literacy rate over Florida. Go figure, Bill.
What are you saying?
Well,
are you calling me illiterate?
There's nothing else to do in Iowa but to study.
Bill, you need to move to Iowa. You move from Florida to Iowa, and you'll lower the IQ of both states.
There you go. Only state to be bordered by two rivers.
Higher literacy rate. How many people live in Iowa?
Not enough to count toward the literacy exam.
Probably more people in Port St. Lucie than there is in Iowa.
Yeah.
Anyway, my lovely wife is gone for the evening, so I can make as much noise as I want to in this house.
Yes.
You have to wait for your wife to leave to make noise?
My son's asleep upstairs, but I don't give a shit if he wakes up.
It's child abuse.
Yeah.
He's probably only what, 37? How old is he?
23.
23? Oh, okay. Well, he's not ready to move out yet.
My daughter's 25 and she still lives at home.
Does she?
He can stay as long as he wants.
She does work full time, and even working full time, she can't afford to get an apartment for herself.
Because you live in that high rent district of Pascagoula, Missouri. Mississippi. MISSISSIPPI.
MISSIS AUGA.
M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I.
There you go.
That was the way Flo did it on Alice.
kiss my
This is
grits.
correct. But see, I've lived in California, I've lived in Missouri, I've lived in Illinois. Now I live in Mississippi.
What state have you been dead in?
Huh?
You've told us the states you lived in. What states have you been dead in?
None of them yet.
Okay.
Ron.
I was comatose in Missouri, though.
Okay, Saturday night, good time.
But that's not legally dead, so
No.
you know. At least not in Missouri.
When I drove across the country back in 1980, 81, I visited a lot of states, and and I do recall that I thought one of the most beautiful places I drove through were the Ozarks in Missouri.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I lived down in Springfield for quite a long time.
As long as we're talking about places we've been and places I'll probably never see again. But I did think it was really I loved that. I thought it was beautiful there. I liked Arizona too. I just did. I don't know.
Well,
maybe it's because I got to stop driving once I got there because that was the destination. So I love it here. It was in the middle of summer though. The heat wave just hit. It was like 118 degrees one day.
I found, and I've been to 49 out of the 50 states, and I've found that each state has their own particular beauty, I guess you could say.
Yeah, what's the beauty of New Jersey?
The toxic waste dumps.
State. It is the Garden State. It used to be the leading producer of tomatoes, and it was second. Now I just checked recently; it's down to 10th. Still, that's pretty impressive.
Northern New Jersey is beautiful country.
Northwestern
New Jersey,
and northern New Jersey is very pretty.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's only when you get into the cities that it really goes downhill.
So considering it's the most densely populated state by twice that of California, there is a surprising number of open rural area in New Jersey, like Central Jersey. Out, there's a lot of farms and apple orchards and
mid to western sections.
Northwest. I actually lived in West Milford for a while, for a year, where my parents bought their first. I grew up in the midst of it, right where you could see New York. I mean, that's but then you just drive west for 45 minutes and you don't even realize you're in the same country, let alone the same state. It's totally different. It's really nice. Yeah. So every state's got some beauty to it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. There's good lakes there. There's good fishing there. Believe it or not. Although Pennsylvania was a little better for that.
Pennsylvania's got some really nice country.
Oh,
it's got some shitholes too.
As long as you're not in the Philly metro area or Pittsburgh metro area.
No, Pittsburgh's actually got a lot better. They cleaned Pittsburgh. I don't know when you were there last, but that area has been really cleaned up and is doing very well. There's worse areas than that. There's the Scranton Wilkes-Barre area. There's all kinds of Pennsylvania that's nuts.
Yeah, I think last time I was in Pennsylvania was probably in the mid 90s. So
you can't make that place clean.
Yeah, no, Pittsburgh's a lot better than it used to be. And and I actually have a good experience from Pittsburgh. I took a bus from Louisiana. I'll never take a bus across the country again, by the way. And I left my wallet in the bus station in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. But I left it on the counter. And I got that wallet back with every last cent in it. They actually put it on a bus. That bus driver brought it to the MART station, Trailways, whatever. And I picked it up, and nothing was taken out of that wallet. So I was pretty impressed by that. I gave them all the cash.
Trailways. I ain't heard that name in a long time.
I don't know what that story had to do with anything, but Pittsburgh's really cleaned up its act. It's a lot better. But like I said, Harrisburg, Carlisle. There's a lot of, you know.
Carlisle's where they have one of the
Allentown.
biggest Corvette get-togethers.
Carlisle's like the trucking center of the eastern part of the state. You know, like
That it is.
yeah.
That it is.
Let me see. Pascagoula. I'm gonna have to go to Pascagoula now. I think once I'm able to spell it.
Pascagoula.
What does it mean? Is that an Indian word?
I believe so.
You live there. You should know these things.
I just know it's where the squirrel went berserk.
It's where what?
The squirrel went berserk.
This is true.
That sounds like a Midwestern inside story because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Haven't you ever
Today
heard?
the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. You don't know Ray Stevens?
I know Ray Stevens. I don't know that song.
It was a fight for survival that broke out in revival.
Oh, man.
They were jumping pews and shouting, hallelujah.
80,000 pounds of bananas. You ever hear that song? The bananas that fell off the truck in the big accident that happened on 81. 80,000 pounds. That's actually a true story. There was a truckload of bananas that lost control on 81 in the Scranton Wilkes-Barre area and dumped. Could you imagine this driving into tons and tons of bananas all spread out all over the highway? Banana peels. Just accidents for miles and miles and miles. That's a song. I'll look it up.
I could just imagine.
Yeah, I know it's boring stuff. What are you going to do? 8,000.
Basically, we're right in between Biloxi and Mobile.
Pounds, not tons, pounds.
And here in Pascagoula, we have a very big shipyard, Ingalls Shipyard, that builds destroyers for the United States Navy. That's probably our biggest employer.
Yep. They build Aegis destroyers.
This is correct.
The song is 30,000 Pounds of Bananas by Harry Chapin. And the song is based on an actual truck accident that occurred in Scranton, Pennsylvania in 1965.
Well, hell, that was before I was born.
You're a youngster, aren't you? I was
born in 66, so you know.
I was 4 years old. March 18th, 1965, a 33-year-old truck driver, Eugene P. Sesky, was on his way to deliver a load of bananas to Scranton, Pennsylvania. Sesky, an employee of Fred Carpentier, operator of a small truck line in Scranton, was returning from the boat piers at Newark, New Jersey, where he had picked. There's a lovely place, Newark, New Jersey, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Where he picked in, that in Camden, where he picked up his load. The load was destined for the A&P. Oh, God, I haven't heard of that. A&P.
Atlantic Pacific Supermarket Company.
Yeah, I used to go to the A&P. That in Food Town.
It had to have been Dole Bananas.
Produce warehouse in the South Side. Sesky was driving a 1950s Brockway diesel truck tractor with a 35-foot semi-trailer and was headed down Route 307. Okay. When he lost, I know where that is. He lost control. That section of Route 307 contains a 2-mile descent extending from Lake Scranton to the bottom of Music Street. That's right by Avoca, by the airport. That includes a drop in elevation of more than 500 feet in less than 1.5 miles. Sesky was unable to control his truck. He overheated his brakes, obviously. Speed down the hill due to mechanical failure, variously attributed to the truck's brake system. Okay, I was right. Or its clutch. As a result, the truck cruised into Scranton at approximately 90 miles per hour, sideswiping a number of cars before it crashed into a house at the southwest corner of Music Street and St. Well, I know these places. South Irving Avenue, close to the bottom of the hill. Witness reported that Sesky did everything possible to avoid pedestrians and other motorists, including climbing out onto the truck's running board to warn people. Yeah, he was looking for a place to jump off. Who are you kidding? And some have suggested that he may have deliberately flipped the truck over to avoid striking either bystanders or an automotive service station. I don't know. If you're standing on the running board trying to steer from the outside, flipping over is probably a foregone conclusion.
Pretty much. I mean, if you need to warn people, that's what the air horn's for.
Yeah, that story's just bananas.
He was killed.
Hmm.
Stetsky was thrown from the truck and killed, and bananas were spilled and strewn when the rig came to rest. Yeah, 30,000 pounds of bananas. Okay, there you go. So it's a true story. I don't make this stuff up. I just get incorrect facts.
Okay, Bill,
I
which
wonder-
state is
I thought it
both
was
the
81.
highest and the lowest?
Hmm?
Which state in the United States is both the highest and the lowest?
You're talking about elevation, right?
Of course,
Like not mood.
not mood.
Well, I would have to go with Alaska.
Or Hawaii.
Can
Highest
you both
state,
be
Colorado.
wrong? Yep, highest and the lowest.
I would say Colorado and possibly Nevada.
What?
Negative.
Well,
Very close, though. Very close.
Death Valley
That would
is
be
the lowest point in
California.
the continent.
Correct. California, only 85 miles apart from each other, is Mount Whitney, which is the highest mountain in the northern hemisphere. And,
Well, that's the highest mountain. I thought you meant the
Well,
highest
I
average
thought-
elevation.
I thought
Nobody said average. I said both highest and lowest.
You fooled me.
No.
thought,
What would be
Denali
average
was
about
the
the highest
highest
and
point.
the lowest? Okay. So Badwater Basin is 282 feet below sea level.
Yeah.
And actually, Mount Whitney is 14,494 feet above sea level.
But that's the highest point in the country. Okay. You said
Yeah,
what
they're
state?
both
That's
they're within
point.
85 miles of each other, in fact.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what threw me off because that's a place. That's a
Yeah.
point. That's not the entire state.
No.
That's the entire northern hemisphere.
Death Valley is the lowest elevation in the
Yeah,
continental
Badwater Basin.
United States.
Yes, we know that.
It was 131 degrees there this summer.
I was under the mistaken impression that Mount Denali was the highest point in the U.S.
It's about 300 feet shorter than Whitney. Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense then, I guess. 300 feet, give or take. Yeah.
It doesn't seem like much when you're that high, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I just looked up highest state, highest average elevation, and you know what number one was?
Average elevation.
The entire
okay.
state I'm talking about, not a point. You said state. The
No,
highest.
I said
Colorado would
what
probably be
state
highest.
is the highest and the lowest. Nobody said average.
Colorado.
Don't make shit up, Bill.
Colorado is the highest state in the United
Of course
States.
it is with the Rockies.
Yeah, and the fact that they
Well,
legalized everything, you know.
Also, it's
Exactly.
the highest tunnel in the northern hemisphere. Is in
Average
Canada.
elevation of
uh,
6,800
the
feet
Eisenhower.
above sea level.
Yeah, Eisenhower Tunnel. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Average 6,800. That's amazing. Let's see who's last. Oh, it's not Florida.
What
You guys might not guess this. So the state with the lowest average elevation. It's not Florida's third from the bottom. It's actually tied. Actually, there's two states with the same average elevation, Florida and Louisiana. But there's a state that's actually quite a bit lower.
Is it a
what
state of
northeastern
depression?
state has a
What's that?
desert?
Delaware. Delaware has the lowest average elevation, 60 feet above sea level. Yeah.
Well, that's because everyone in Delaware is depressed.
Yeah,
But
that's a
also-
possibility.
Well, the other problem with Delaware is that chickens outnumber people 260 to 1 in the state of
Oh,
Delaware.
wow.
That's not a
And-
problem. That's not a problem if you like chicken wings.
And they've
And
got
eggs.
Joe Biden.
That's pretty
Uh-oh.
low. That's pretty low.
Yeah,
Let me
very
see.
high.
Florida, Louisiana average 100 feet above sea level. That seems high to me. I'm at like 15 feet here.
Yeah, but you get in the northern part of the state, they get a
Yeah,
lot
you're right.
more
You're right.
elevation.
What's the longest bridge over a body of water in North America?
Wouldn't
Isn't it-
that
isn't
be
that
the
Gulf Train?
bridge there in Norfolk?
Pontchartrain, Louisiana.
That's correct. Lake.
Really? That's longer than.
It's the
really?
longest. It's a causeway bridge. Is the longest It's actually the world's longest over a body of water.
And Lake
What's the name of it?
4 feet in depth.
Yeah.
I've driven over the one from the Delmarva Peninsula.
Pontchartrain.
You know, how many miles was that? But
20,
you see,
24 miles long.
Right.
Maybe,
4 feet
does
deep.
that not count because it also is a tunnel? It's a bridge tunnel.
Correct.
And
Right. You're talking. Yeah, Bill. Because it's not just a continuous bridge.
right, because it goes under the water. There's periods under the water.
Yeah.
That might be the longest. That might be the longest crossing.
Right. In North America. Yeah.
So what northeast state has a desert?
Northeast state?
Yeah. You'd be surprised.
Maine.
Good one, Bill. Good one. Yep, you're right. It's Maine.
That was a total out of left field guess. I have no idea.
A 20-minute drive outside of Boston.
It's the last
It's
state.
surrounded by a forest, but it's fucking wild as shit. Yeah.
Trivia with Bill and the gang. Yeah, I like
There you go.
trivia. You learn something. You walk out of here learning something. And knowledge is power. Okay, keep it going. Keep it coming, Tom. I like this stuff.
Andrew.
You got any more fun facts?
I'll be right back.
Oh,
What state has the longest shoreline?
Alaska.
No.
No?
Well, you would
Texas.
think you would think Alaska,
You would
Texas,
think, but
Florida.
California.
no, come
California.
on now.
Well-
Because you're thinking of coastal, okay? You're thinking of coast. Don't think of coast. That's you're throwing yourself off there.
Well, if it's covered in lakes,
Yeah, it would be Minnesota.
Minnesota, land of 1,000 lakes.
Correct.
10,000.
That's right. 10,000 lakes.
wow.
Which state is the popcorn capital of the United States?
Nebraska.
You got it. Yep, Nebraska.
How'd
This
you know
is
that?
an easy one. Which
Nebraska.
state has the highest number of wild horses?
Texas.
Nope. My state, baby. Nevada.
Really?
Yep. In fact, I go out looking for them on a regular basis. That one of the
delicious.
mountain ranges right by me. There were not too long ago. We were up there. We saw about 14 head going across the roadway.
No buddies.
We also have the largest wild boro population in the United States.
By the way, Minnesota has more than 10,000 lakes.
It's known as 10,000 lakes.
Yeah,
right?
but they actually have more.
Yes.
They have
it should be
11,842.
It should be then noted that it's the 10,000 plus lakes.
I did a Google search on coast definition. A coast, technically, the land next to rivers and lakes is coastal, but river coasts are called banks and lake coasts are called shores.
Hello?
There is no coast in the lake; it's a shore.
Aha. Are you sure?
Oh,
Yes, I'm
look
looking at the
that.
dictionary right here. It says it on there. No more said so.
Aha. Caught him on a technicality. Hoisted on his own petard.
You
What's the
retard.
technicality that I missed?
Which state has the most man-made lakes?
Texas. They have no natural. They have one natural lake.
Nevada or Utah?
No, actually, most of the lakes in Nevada are real.
Oklahoma.
Well,
Yeah,
me
correct.
isn't.
That's the state
And
with the
natural.
most
Powell
man-made
isn't.
lakes.
Texas only has one natural lake, so it has to be Texas.
No, it's Oklahoma.
Really?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping across the plain. Oklahoma, where the waving
Around
wind.
200 man-made lakes. We have a few man-made lakes here, but not as many as people think. We have one of the largest man-made lakes in the world.
Mead or Powell?
That would be Lake Mead. Lake Powell would be the 4th largest.
Okay. I've been on both of them, so always enjoyed going to Lake Powell and Lake Mead.
Yeah, gorgeous spots.
Yes, very much so.
What state has the largest population of bighorn sheep?
Montana?
Montana.
No, Nevada. Surprisingly.
Are they nervous?
No, not really. In fact, there's I keep a ram cam up on my computer because 30-minute drive south of me is this park called Hemingway Park, and they naturally graze there. So I check the camera in the morning. If I see them out there, I jump in the car and I,
it's a bad place to go to.
Well, I'll tell you, they can get scary, Jim. Okay, especially come April, where Hemingway Park is not pastoral anymore. It sounds like a gang fight is going on because come April they start to rut. And the bighorn males go at each other with a fever.
Who wouldn't?
That's a pretty fun spot to be.
What country has the most amount of coastline? The longest coastline?
Canada.
Correct. By a country mile. Absolutely.
Country kilometer.
So what state has the most horses in it? Didn't say wild horses. I said horses.
Canada. Most horses. Oh, horses.
State.
Sorry.
I know you guys really want to be a state, but calm down there, Jim. Okay. What state has the most horses in the United States?
That was a good shot. I like that. That was yeah. Let's say Montana.
You're gonna be surprised, Bill.
Huh?
New Jersey.
The most horses are in New Jersey. Yeah, well, they got to make those hot dogs.
Well, it's also where most of them are stabled for horse racing on the East Coast.
Oh, that's very interesting. And Elmer's glue, New Jersey, number 1 in horses. Wow.
What planet did Leia say the rebel base was on when questioned by Moff Tarkin?
Was it Jadu?
No.
Melmac?
Very close, Jim. It was Dantooine. They were threatening to blow up Alderaan. And she said it was on Dantooine, and they said we're going to blow up Alderaan anyway. Now, Jim, you said Melmac. What was Alf's real name?
Gordon Shumway.
You are so good, Jim. I love you.
Right.
Why do we know these things or care to know these?
Too much useless knowledge floating around there.
Yeah.
Please hit us up with another one.
I got to get it out every now and then, okay?
And don't give us the answer so quickly because we want to show how smart we are.
What state?
By guessing the answer.
What state was the cheeseburger first named?
First named?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, where did they
coin the name cheeseburger?
Where did it coin the name cheeseburger?
I guess it's not Wisconsin.
No.
I know that I believe Mississippi was where the slug burger was created. No, it's true. Slug burger, because it cost a nickel, like one slug. And it was basically a breaded hamburger.
Wow. Fur burger? What?
Cheeseburger. New Jersey.
You're going to stick with that one, Bill, right?
I guess, yeah. It'll come up again somewhere.
Colorado.
Kentucky.
Colorado.
Huh.
got another good one? I
So
want a
did you
cheeseburger
know
now, by
there's
the way.
actually a place that is named Sweet Home, Alabama?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Did you know there's actually a Blue Balls, Pennsylvania?
There's also a French Lick, Missouri.
There's also a Bird in Hand, Pennsylvania. It's very close to Blue Balls.
There's also a Climax, Kansas.
Actually, also Intercourse, Pennsylvania. These three, they're all
Yes.
very close. to each other.
Intercourse, PA.
Yep.
Yeah.
When my wife and I drove across Kansas, we saw on the map right up a little bit north of us was a town called Climax, and I asked her if she wanted me to take her to Climax, and she said, "You've never done it before. Why start now?"
Dildo, Newfoundland.
Yeah, that's where Captain Dildo's from, isn't it?
What? What kind of comics did you read as a child? Captain Dildo. That'd be a good sound effect.
That's a song. There's actually a Captain Dildo song.
Yeah. Again, I didn't hang out in the same circles you did.
This is a good spot for me to tell you all good night. I'm going to bed.
Good night, Alexis.
Good night, Alexis.
Good to see you all.
Like I've had enough of this. Good night, Alexis.
Yeah, I'll probably have some nightmares now, but I'm really tired.
Watch out for Colonel Benoit balls while you're
Damn.
What?
See y'all later.
Bye.
Take care, Alexis. What's the official state animal in Georgia?
The mosquito.
No, that'd be
Well, I
Florida.
know.
But then again, every insect would be Florida. Possum.
People say that, and I don't see a lot of bugs here.
Yeah, I think the mosquito is a state bird in Mississippi.
I used to call them Jersey chickens when I lived in New Jersey before they started spraying the Meadowlands. They started killing them off. I mean, but all that swampland, basically the Meadowlands, you got so good at killing mosquitoes before they bit you, you didn't even realize you were doing it. You'd be talking to people, be having a conversation, and and you'd get it. I would get them before they even started to suck the blood out. It was pretty cool. Jersey chickens. Okay, go ahead.
Bill, can you name your state bird in Florida?
No.
Don?
Kentucky
Missouri?
used to be part of what state?
Of
What's that now? Say
confusion.
again.
Kentucky used to be part of what other state?
Ohio.
Nope.
That was a guess. I don't know.
Tennessee.
Nope.
Virginia.
Yes, Virginia.
Bob knew
It's
that.
one large state. Until it broke
West
away.
Virginia also used to be part of Virginia.
Yep.
Wyoming, part of Wyoming was part of Texas.
Yeah.
Colorado.
Well, Texas was enormous, right? I mean,
Exactly.
Still is.
yeah, Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico were all parts of the territory of Texas. Yeah.
And Wyoming and Colorado.
Yeah, true.
In Nebraska, I believe.
Yep.
Kentucky would have been a good guess, I think, for horses. Yep.
What is the magic capital of the United States?
Vegas.
No, you would think Nevada, but it's not.
Isn't the Magic Castle in California?
The Magic Castle is in California, but it's not the magic capital of the world.
Oh, how do they judge the magic?
If you're part of the International Brotherhood of Magicians, otherwise known as the IBM, okay, you would know this. It happens to be the state of Michigan.
That's what I said.
Cologne,
I said
Michigan. You said Michigan? I didn't hear you.
did.
I'm sorry there.
Back it up.
I'm sorry there, Mike.
Are you a magician, Mike?
No, but that was just my best guess.
I see you made that beer disappear. That's awesome.
I need to get another one. This is the black chocolate stout, imperial stout.
International.
So
Brotherhood of
let me.
Magicians?
Okay, Bill, you've done some bartending also, right? What two components make up a drink called a snake bite?
Oh, I should know this, and I don't. I have no idea.
One was just named.
Beer.
Well, beer.
Well, snake bite is a beer mixture, but it's a mixture of what two things?
I don't know.
Chocolate.
Stout and cider. It's
Ugh.
called a snake bite. In fact, what happens is when you pour a snake bite, you first pour the cider and fill half the glass with cider. Then with the spoon in place, you pour the stout, and the stout actually remains on top of the cider.
And then you drink it and you feel like you're going to die. That's what they call it, a snake bite.
No,
Kind of like
you're actually drinking the cider
sunrise.
through the stout. The reason why the stout sits on top is because the stout is lighter than cider. It has a lower specific gravity than the cider has. So it actually sits on top and it looks like a storm cloud. And
It's carbonated, so I'd imagine it would have a lighter.
You drink the cider through the stout. Is
I
how
often pour it half in cider.
That's gross. What's
actually
what's a bullshot?
I don't know. What's a bullshot?
Semen.
It's actually au jus and whatever liquor you want. You typically vodka. And they call that a bullshot.
What state has the most churches per capita than any other state?
Frickin' Mississippi.
Mississippi,
Wow.
baby.
Does it? Yeah.
Because you're always atoning for something down there.
Trust me, there's a church on every damn corner down here.
Well, you know what?
Kind of like
in New
Wisconsin
York,
has a bar.
in New
on
York, they
every
call them
corner.
Starbucks. Okay.
All of them, Lloyd.
What state was the home to the deadliest tornado?
Oklahoma.
Nope.
Yeah, I would have guessed.
Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah. Dates back to 1925. 625 people killed. What state does the United States government own the most of? What U.S. state does the United States itself own the most of?
New Mexico.
Wyoming.
Nope. Wyoming's a good guess, though.
Nevada.
No, although that would be a good guess, too. We got a lot of public land out here, but it happens to be Montana.
You know, I was going to say Montana, but I've said it twice before and I was wrong.
30 million acres of federal land and another 16 million acres of national forest.
What state is horrible and doesn't deserve to live? Iowa, right, Mike?
Sounds good enough. What state has had the largest number of deaths due to hurricane?
Due to hurricane. So it would be between Florida and
Louisiana,
Louisiana,
Texas.
would also be a good choice. And don't forget Mississippi, but it's got that little piece sitting there. And that's all that is.
Yeah,
So.
Georgia, even Georgia, maybe.
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking Florida because they can come from both ways. I mean, from the Gulf and from the Atlantic.
It's the Galveston flood of 1900. Over 6,000 people will died.
Got it.
They raised the seawall 17 feet after that in the next 10 years.
Yep. Texas. Of course, between Camille and Katrina, Mississippi had a lot of deaths. Just those two storms.
Yeah, but I believe Louisiana had the most deaths from Katrina, right?
Well,
No.
That's a technicality because most of those
That's where I
deaths were
spent. I
due
spent
to
several weeks
flooding
down there. Yeah, we went
because
down there.
the canals broke.
Yeah, the levees all gave way.
Right.
Yeah.
Hi, Romlin. Welcome in, honey. Crystal Grace, how you doing, Crystal? Thank you.
Right.
Oh, I'm still getting subs from Jalen and Charita. Thank you so much, guys.
Wow, good deal.
Romulan.
Another one. Is he on right now? He must be on because all of us
He is.
they're rolling in right now. I have to
Yeah.
stop in and drop a dime. Info, Jalen. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Hey, you might push me over that 1.5 there.
Yeah, he's still going.
View your channel.
Which state has the points farthest west and farthest east?
Ooh, that's a trick one, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Right.
What state? What now?
globe actually is
Has the furthest western
Furthest point
point
to the
and the
west, furthest
furthest
point to the
eastern point.
So the widest state?
No, I mean that could be any state really, because if
No,
the spot I'm sitting here now is really west of China, and the spot I'm sitting here now is really east of China. So,
one is western hemisphere, one is eastern hemisphere.
Oh, you just gave it away. That would be
Yeah, I
Alaska.
did.
Yeah.
That's what?
That would be Alaska because it bridges both the both hemispheres.
The eastern and western hemispheres.
Yeah.
Because of the Aleutian Islands. The
Aleutian
farthest
Islands. Cross the
eastern
180
point
degree.
is
Yeah,
the
right. Because
western-
it crosses the 180 degree meridian
exactly.
of latitude of longitude. I mean, yeah.
We've got a lot of these new people coming in and writing comments, but I'm still only showing 17 viewers.
Yeah.
I'm showing.
Well, all these people have to hit the like button no matter where they're coming from.
I'm seeing
Because we're
15.
giving them nothing but facts here. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
What
forgot to hit
is
the like
okay?
button.
Here's just an oddball one. What is a shellback?
That is someone that is in the Navy that crossed over the equator.
Correct. And if you were in the Navy and crossed over the equator, you are known as a shellback. What is a person who crosses the equator but refuses to go through the initiation of becoming a shellback? Because there is a tradition in the Navy where you actually become a shellback. So what is the opposite of a shellback?
An asshole?
Close. A
An
pollywog.
officer.
No, because tradition in the United States Navy, when I crossed the equator back in 1976, my XO on my ship, okay, was a full captain. He had not crossed the equator yet, and he went through the same hell that I went through.
Yep.
Otherwise, and you get a certificate and a parchment certificate. It says when you crossed, at what time, okay, and also there's an insert that goes into your military record. If you choose to not go through it, they also insert a document into your military record that says you are a pollywog. So,
okay, yeah, I should have known that. I should have known that because I've heard that term before.
Are you allowed to tell us what the initiation is?
well, at the time, now it's all watered down, Jim. I mean, you
Yeah,
can't do anything.
it's all different.
Well, basically, they
Back in
warned
Tom's
us.
day, it was 100% semen.
Yes. Correct, Don. Okay, I got a good
That's
joke
a
for you. too.
technicality.
Okay, but basically 24 hours prior to crossing the equator, we were notified we were notified over the speaker system, over the intercom, which is called the 1MC system, that we would be crossing at a certain time, and that all polywogs have been given the mandatory 24-hour notice. Do your best to secure and stay fast from any shellback on board. Otherwise, suffer the wrath of King Neptune. So, basically, you'd have to hide. But unfortunately, polywogs are relatively new sailors where shellbacks have already been out at sea for a while. So they basically already know all the good hiding spots.
Well,
they track your ass down. Okay. I had to basically fish on 1 foot down in the bilge for a period of about 6 hours, switching legs upon command. Okay. And bilge water is not the most pleasant thing to stand in. Then after a period of time, we were brought through this obstacle course of edible garbage that they saved for a couple of weeks. They had lined these evac tubes, these big ventilation tubes, and we had to crawl through that crap and get paddled and shit like that. And they had the fattest, ugliest fucking guy on board ship, dressed in a diaper with a crown on his head, sitting on a throne on the flight deck. He was King Neptune's baby, with his belly all greased, and you'd have to crawl out of this tube into the bright sunlight and basically on all hands work your way up in line until you got to kiss King Neptune's baby's belly. Okay. And the deck, remember, is called non-skid. So, usually your hands and your knees are a bit raw by that point. But after getting through all that nonsense and then getting hosed down with a high pressure hose, after that, we had steak and lobster on board the flight deck. So that was what we went through.
I take it you was on a carrier then.
I was in an air wing I was in an air wing. So I was attached to different carriers depending on, where we were. Yeah. And my son crossed the equator 6 minutes, meaning, directionally, 6 minutes difference than what I crossed 25 years later.
Oh, cool.
So it was pretty cool.
Can't beat that.
Pretty cool.
Don, you look so excited.
You just can't hide it.
What state, since we're doing trivia, what state has the capital with the highest altitude?
Colorado?
Nope.
That was just too obvious.
Had to say it.
Highest
That would be New Mexico, Santa Fe, 7,000 feet.
Really? I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I would have figured Colorado would have been higher, but.
So what is the only state in the United States that Rite Aid, CVS, and Walgreens are not allowed to operate in?
Hawaii?
Nope.
No?
That would be the great state of North Dakota, which does not allow big pharma or their reckless agents to operate within.
I think I knew that.
What state is the only state in the United States that does not have a rectangular flag?
Ohio?
Captain Dildo.
You got it. The swallowtail design or the Burgee.
Captain Dildo.
I'm dying.
I take it you guys could hear that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It was plenty loud.
I'm sorry.
Which state
I
is
just
which
transferred
state is
it to
the
the
cow
tablet.
chip
I
throwing capital of the world?
didn't mean to play it.
We
The
missed
what
that.
growing capital?
Okay, what state is the cow chip throwing capital of the world?
Oh, throwing. I have to guess Oklahoma.
And you'd be right on the money. Oklahoma's got to be famous for something. Come on now.
Is Lloyd in here?
Yeah, Lloyd. I think Lloyd would agree.
Mm-hmm.
He's in here, but he said Texas.
Mm. What state has the largest population of monkeys?
Florida.
United. No.
What?
We're talking about we're actually talking about primates, monkeys.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise I would agree with you that it was Florida, but no, we're actually talking about primates.
Well, I know there are some
little-
monkeys
a
that
little
escape
hurtful
from zoos in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be South Carolina because Morgan Island, it's also
Really?
referred to as Monkey Island, houses over 4,000 rhesus monkeys.
I'll be damned.
I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Are those the ones that are peanut butter and chocolate?
Reese's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how's this? Is this
Captain
too?
Dildo.
Is that too loud?
No.
Okay.
Not for art.
It's all relative.
All right. Yeah, I received that from Don for some reason. Thank you, Don.
For some reason.
For some
In
reason.
what state? In what state can you legally hunt a Sasquatch?
Oklahoma.
No.
Arkansas.
They sell
Oregon.
they sell Sasquatch hunting.
It's
permits
got to be
in
either
Oklahoma.
Oregon or Washington.
Pascagoula.
Good old
Hey, now.
Texas.
Texas.
Good old
Texas-
Texas is the only state you're allowed to pull out a sidearm against a Sasquatch.
I'm sorry, in Texas, Arkansas, on the Texas-Arkansas border, those are not Sasquatches, those are skunk apes.
They're Bigfoot.
Well, in Mississippi, they're called boogers.
Thank you, Cool Cat.
But let me
Don't go
What state-
outside
what-
after dark in Mississippi. The boogers will get you.
What state has the
Wait,
largest
wait.
number
What
of
will get you?
vanity plates?
The
Boogers.
boogers.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
they call Bigfoot in Mississippi is boogers.
Okay, I got to be careful. You're from Mississippi. You got to watch what you say there. I'm sorry. Please continue, Tom. What was that?
What state has the largest number of vanity plates?
Vanity
California.
plates? California.
California.
New York.
No.
Florida.
Nope. Over 16% of Virginians.
Oh, it's
own
by
vanity
percentage. Oh, by percentage. See, we were going by population.
Per capita. Per capita.
I got you.
Virginia's for lovers, not vanity plates.
You've been watching too many tourism commercials, Jim.
No, Hallmark Channel.
Good.
Oh.
Yeah.
What state's bird is the only state bird that is actually fake?
The dodo bird. Who would do that?
Well, it's not fake. It's just we ate them all or whatever.
I'm not really up on all the state birds.
Okay. Well, it
Fake
was
bird.
changed back in 1979. The official state bird of Wisconsin was a plastic pink flamingo.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, he has a different bird.
Oh, shit.
What state is the only state that is home to only 2 escalators?
Utah.
Nope.
Iowa.
Close.
North Dakota.
Wyoming. There are
I was
only
in the-
2
in the
escalators in
vicinity.
the state, and they're both in the city of Casper.
What was that story about when they first put or they had vehicles and the state only had 2 cars in the entire state and they managed to have a head-on collision?
St.
Ever hear
Louis.
that story?
It was in St. Louis. I'm pretty sure.
Now that does sound like Jersey, by the way, but again,
Well, that's why it's called a St. Louis stop. Because you don't stop.
He's looking for a good one. He's looking for a good one. I see the wheels turn. I could smell the coal burning. He's looking. That's it. I'm getting a drink. I can't wait any longer. The suspense is on me.
Oh.
Yeah, we were waiting for another
titillating
factoid.
Okay, well,
state factoids are just wild shit.
No one knows where the first car accident was, and there's a rumor that it was in Ohio, but there's no evidence to support it. So,
What, that story I just told? I didn't say it was the first car accident. I said there was only 2 cars in the state, and they were
the first time one car crashed into another. The popular rumor that about an accident in Ohio. The rumor says that there were only 2 cars in the entire state of Ohio, and they somehow managed to crash into each other in 1895. However, as that story has never been proven and historical fact makes it seem unlikely, the first crash involving 2 vehicles remains a mystery.
Oh, Pshaw. That's all. Pshaw. Pshaw. We can't prove it, so it didn't happen. You know,
It's my hobby to piss in your cornflakes, Bill.
That's a strange hobby.
Who says I wouldn't like that? Let me see. What do we got here?
What state in the U.S. is known as the Rocket State? Well, I should let me get a little more discreet. What city in what state is known as the Rocket City?
Huntsville, Alabama.
Why does my speaker keep going out?
Cocoa Beach, Florida. I don't know. That's where Jeannie and
that's a good
one.
Houston, Texas.
Jeannie and Nelson. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Huntsville, Alabama.
Isn't that what it said?
That's what.
Yes, that's what we.
My speaker,
I said Huntsville,
my speaker went
Alabama.
out. My speaker went out.
Yep.
I didn't hear it.
He said Huntsville. Why is Huntsville a rocket state?
It's a U.S. space and
The
rocket
Goddard-
center,
Goddard
not
Space
only to
Center's
mention Space Camp.
Space Camp, Goddard Space Center.
Band camp?
Band camp. That's
One
a bit
time
more fun
on
to
band
mention.
camp,
One
I had a
time at
rocket and I placed it. Never mind.
That one time at space camp?
Yeah. If I had a rocket, I didn't know what to do with it.
We
So I
got
hid it.
Stennis Space Center in Mississippi, so
Dildo
there's a
Duke.
lot of rockets there.
Yeah, we have that here in Florida too. You may have heard of it.
They don't test
What-
them there; they actually launch them.
Well, yeah, yes, they do.
We only test them. You
Don't
see.
be testy now. I understand.
Now, we got them in Texas, too, you know.
Yeah.
Bigger
Houston.
rockets.
Houston,
Bigger
Houston, we have a problem.
Well, that's not the only things big in Texas.
Throughout the Texas State
They got
Capitol,
a
the
lot
only
of
Capitol building
big
is taller than the
bricks
U.S.
in
Capitol.
Texas too. You know.
Yeah.
What state can you still find diamonds in the earth?
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Oak, Arkansas.
Baby.
State Park.
Crater of Diamonds State Park.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the fortune cookie originate?
San
United States.
Francisco, didn't it?
Brooklyn, New York.
1890 in
Where
Chinatown,
is
San Francisco. No, it was actually San Francisco. Yep.
Okay.
And it wasn't Chinese. It actually came from Japanese origins,
Mm-hmm.
but was never produced anywhere but in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And the United States remains the largest producer of fortune cookies in the world.
Go figure. There's
In what
nowhere
state can
else
you
in the
not-
world where they give them out.
Right. Yeah, well, in what city in Colorado can you not throw a snowball?
Arvada.
Grand Junction.
No
I have
deal.
no idea.
Aspen. It is illegal to throw any kind of missile or projectile, including snowballs.
What if it's powered?
There is even say including stones.
Paper airplane.
Well, maybe drones could be a problem then.
Can't throw a paper drone.
In what state is there a beach never more than 1 hour away?
Hawaii.
No.
I would agree. I would have to say Hawaii would.
But it's not.
Because
there are portions in Hawaii that are further than
Sure. Of course there
an
is.
hour away.
Well, it depends what island you're on, I'd imagine, but
Right. If you're on the Big Island, it could take you much longer than.
Oh, yeah,
60 minutes
absolutely.
to get to the beach. Yep. But
Florida?
what? Florida. Correct. Well, it depends on what. Also,
I'm
if it's
sorry.
rush hour
I've
in
visited Florida. And I'm telling you, traffic.
If it's rush hour in Florida, you might not.
Yeah.
There.
I'd say there's some portions of northern Florida that have to be more than an hour.
There's an island called Manhattan that's only 2.5 miles wide. It might take you longer than 60 minutes to get to the shorefront. Okay.
Well, yeah.
You're flipping fruit into your mouth.
Hibachi.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
Here you go. You made it.
There you go.
Was your hibachi chef of Asian descent?
Yes. He was wearing a mask, but I'm pretty sure that they.
How do you know?
Mine are usually Latin.
No, they were all Asian there. I can't for sure say Japanese, but definitely Asian. But it was good, and he got it in my mouth the second try.
Oof.
Yes, he did.
Now that's a sound bite, Dawn.
Yep.
He got it in my mouth.
Did you see me
Are you on
turn?
that, Dawn? Okay.
Did you see my eyes light up and I turned? I was like,
Right away, Dawn. It didn't take much. Right away, I saw that.
Okay.
Oh,
What state is flatter than an IHOP pancake?
Kansas.
Kansas?
Kansas, baby. Nothing else
Yeah.
happening there. Yeah.
Followed by Iowa.
Florida's fairly flat too.
In what state did Nicolas Cage already have his tomb built?
Inebriation.
Oh, I read this article. I read
State
that.
of
in some-
inebriation.
Intoxication.
I don't remember though.
Hell if I know.
New Orleans' famous St. Louis Cemetery.
I'll be damned.
He built it in the shape of a pyramid, aka
New Orleans?
National Treasure.
Well, that's not arrogant at all.
No,
All
not
right.
at all.
Well,
Where does he live? Where does he currently reside?
I wouldn't have a clue.
New Orleans.
Dutchess County, New York. Militant, New York.
Who gives a fuck up?
My daughter's hometown, and where my son-in-law built him a 4.5 mile long fence.
Really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
he's got a huge piece of property up there.
I actually like him. I like his movies.
I like
Well, I
his
love that he
movies,
make-
but
he
I
makes fun of
don't know
himself.
that I like him.
Well, he
I
knows
personally
enough.
like him. You got a problem with that?
I mean, he's got something going for him because he starred in a movie with Sean Connery. So, he's got
Just that one
somewhat
movie.
cool.
Yeah. Just that one good movie, I guess. Yeah. Con Air is one of my favorite movies, by the way. And Sean Connery's not in that movie.
National Treasure.
No, but he's in The
National
Rock.
Treasure was awesome. He's got quite a few.
He was in
The Rock was a great movie.
That's probably one of his best movies. Just saying.
Okay.
National
And now,
Treasure.
I
was good.
believe, isn't he born the same year as you? Yeah.
Who?
1964.
Oh, hell.
See that? He's got
What did you say?
Oscar,
Drop the bunny.
Egg, and a Golden Globe.
I said, put the bunny down.
Put the bunny down.
Put the
Lord of War was good, Bill. That was a good movie, I thought.
Which was?
Lord of War.
Yeah, it was. Actually, he's got a lot of good movies.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good ones. I didn't care for Face Off. I thought that was a little bit of a
Yeah, he's got some stinkers too. And yeah, that was
Yeah.
corny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wind Talkers was pretty good as far as a historical movie, somewhat.
It's a great movie.
Remember, he was married to
Marie Presley.
Angelina Jolie.
He was married to Patricia Arquette. He was married to Lisa Marie Presley for a while.
Was he?
Yeah. Yeah, 2 years he was married to her. 2002. Hold on, let me see. 2002 to 2004.
Huh. No, Jolie was married to Billy Bob Thornton. That's right.
Billy Bob Thornton. Remember, she used to keep the little vial of blood on a little chain around it. Like those two weren't fucking strange enough to begin with.
Right.
Did you guys like Ghost Rider?
It was all right.
I thought it was okay. I also liked Renfield, the new one.
Oh yeah, no, I hadn't seen that.
It's so silly and stupid.
It's got to be campy, right?
It is. He plays the vampire in that, and he's actually a little frightening in it, to tell you the truth. Yeah, you'd have to watch it. Yeah, The Rock. I forgot he was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
He
was. Yeah. He was.
I think the first movie I remember him seeing him in was
who's his
Raising
famous
Arizona.
uncle? He actually changed his name to Nicolas Cage because he wanted to distance himself a little bit.
You guys might think this movie's dumb, but I like the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I know he's related to Coppola.
Yeah.
He's like his nephew or something like that.
Yeah.
The Sorcerer's Apprentice, I thought was fun.
That's his uncle. His uncle is Francis Ford Coppola. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
He was in Moonstruck. That's interesting.
Yeah, he was opposite Cher. Yeah,
I've never watched it.
Love interest.
I've never watched it. I don't like Cher. Never watched it.
I saw her on TV yesterday. Oh my God, freaking 80 years old. God, does she look good?
Well, that's all the plastic surgery.
Well, there. And then some. It's all the fucking infant blood.
Yeah, but she started off with some really good genetics. Those early Sonny and
Did
Cher
you see
days.
Dolly at the Dallas Cowboys game halftime show?
did.
She was dressed as a cheerleader. Dallas
Exactly.
cheerleader. Yeah. God bless her.
83?
She's no, she's 76,
77.
70 something, I know.
Yeah.
She'll be 78 in January.
Married to the same guy still. Just inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which was a bit unusual, but
Yeah, I still don't understand that one. How the hell Dolly Parton is rock? I do not
they
understand.
opened it up a long time ago.
Mm.
Well, for her part, you know what? She just came out with a rock album. So
Well, yeah,
which is actually pretty good. She's got a lot of names.
But if you say, who's famous for being rock musician, Dolly Parton doesn't pop in mind. So, being in the Hall of Fame, I don't get that one. I could understand the Country Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But not Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Just seems like the two don't go together.
Well, that's not the first to get in there that you would question, right? I mean,
right. Oh, yeah, definitely.
As a result of some of the people they put in before, it's no longer a stretch to put Dolly in. Okay.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's certain groups that I think should have been in a long time before they finally got in.
Oh yeah,
that were voted on many times.
There's still groups that aren't in that should be in. I mean, Rage Against the Machine just got in this year. Tom Morello and these guys are real hard rockers. But look, I mean, Louis Armstrong is in the Rock and Roll Hall.
It's like Judas Priest. Why did it take so long to get Judas Priest in the Hall of Fame?
Right.
They've been nominated, I don't know how many different times, and it was just last year that they finally got in?
Yeah. 2 years ago, yeah.
And
they're supposed to have 20 years, right? 20 years in the industry.
Yeah. I mean,
but if you look, boys were inducted. Some of these people still aren't in, and that should be. So.
I mean, I think even Boy George and Culture Club were in the Hall of Fame before Judas Priest. Which that's a stretch in itself. No, God, don't start, Don. Please, I beg you.
Lon says the Beastie Boys were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Because their mom threw out their best porno mag.
Now, here's a little story I've got to tell about three bad brothers you know so well. Started way back in history. Yeah, Paul Revere, anybody? No.
Paul Revere and the Raiders?
No, Beastie Boys. Paul Revere.
Yeah, but
what state
and the Raiders would be better in the Hall of Fame than them.
A horse and a quart of beer, riding across the land, kicking up sand. The sheriff's after me because I'm in demand.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
What state has the most prostitution arrests per 10,000 people?
Arrests?
Mm-hmm.
Florida.
That means it's somebody who would be it'd be someplace where they were regulating it.
Arrests or convictions?
I don't care about convictions. Arrests.
Washington, D.C.
No, it's surprising, actually.
Vegas.
Pennsylvania.
Well, state, yeah. Nevada.
Oh, Idaho. Okay.
Yeah,
Nevada.
see,
By far.
It's not legal in Clark County.
No, it's not legal in Clark County. You have to go over to
So
Nine County.
that's where all the arrests come from.
Yeah. Well, they come from the hotel district, from the strip.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, Clark County, any county in Nevada that has a population over 200,000 people are prohibited from having legal prostitution. Okay. And
These poor girls are crossing county lines and getting picked up. That's not right. That's not fair.
You got it.
You know, and it's not even close, by the way. Nevada per 10,000, almost 11 per 10,000 people. The next state is Wyoming, believe it or not, which is 3.1. So it's not even close.
You mean cattle? Cattle actually file charges and
sheep. It's the sheep. It's the longhorns.
There's a lot more men in Wyoming than there are women. So that kind of
God help you if you're livestock.
Which states have the most sex
per capita?
I'm looking at this, and it seems
North Dakota and South Dakota, because they're on top of each other.
Oh, okay. Where are Americans having the most sex? Top 15 states ranked by average sex frequency per week. And Florida is not even in the top 15.
How do they even verify that?
It's because the average age in Florida is too goddamn high.
They have sex. Believe me, they have a lot more sex. Those seniors have a lot more sex than you imagine. Okay, or want to imagine. Number one, who's number one? What do you think? It's cold there.
Alaska.
The nights are long. Yes, Alaska. Yeah, 2.8. Yeah, times per week. And then New Mexico, Vermont, Arkansas, Indiana, Hawaii, Oregon. You see,
Arkansas is because there's so many family get-togethers.
Yeah, this is interesting stuff. See, I'm coming up with good stuff.
Jim, I thought that was going to be West Virginia.
No.
Highest number of beauty salons per capita.
Florida.
New York.
New York.
They need it. Let me see.
Wow, even I didn't go there, Bill.
Yeah, New York.
And trust me, I spent more than my fair share of time in New York delivering, especially down at Hunts Point. Oh God, I hated that place.
I worked there on the job for years down in that.
Yeah, I know you as a firefighter there, which I give you all the credit in the world for. But
at a Lincoln,
I hated driving a truck in New York City almost as much as I hated Chicago. I'd rather drive in New York than drive in Chicago any day of the week.
I think that would change now because it costs you a small fortune now to drive in New York just to get across.
Wow, this is interesting. Business Insider has the 10 most sinful states ranked. The 7 vices were anger, hate, jealousy, excesses and vices, greed, lust, vanity, and laziness.
Mississippi.
And they have them ranked, and they explain why. And it goes from, let me see, all the way down to first. Let's see who's you want to see. Let's see who's number one. Start guessing.
Mississippi,
the most sinful state.
Don, are you listening to Beastie Boys right now?
This should be easy, actually. This is an obvious one.
Brass monkey.
Most sinful state is
Vegas.
Nevada. Yep.
Yeah,
number
baby.
One. Yep. Number one.
They don't call it Sin City for nothing.
However, Texas came in at a close second and was first for lust.
Go figure. It's all that Latino blood in Texas.
Oh my God! We're gonna have to cut that out. See, because Texas lust, and then third was Florida. It ranked second for jealousy and third for vanity. Nice. Georgia?
Don's just rocking out over there.
California was fourth overall, and Georgia was fifth. These people, I don't know.
Well, California is number one in lust in a hot tub. You know.
This is an interesting. I'll have to read this article later.
I have not listened to "License to Ill" by Beastie Boys for probably 25 years.
Well,
So you
thank
listen to the live
you for taking the time to listen to it while you're on my, stream.
See
Exactly.
how your horizons are broadened by this.
I'm glad.
These
I'm
discussions.
glad we were able to share that with you.
What the hell are you playing with, Jim? Is that a Stanley Cup?
It is.
I thought so.
Yeah, it doesn't often
3D
make
printed
its
Stanley
way.
Cup.
Yeah, it doesn't often make its way to Canada these days, but that's Jim's got to have something to play
Turn your
with.
camera off, you wanker.
Jim, the only thing I got to say is, be with Vegas Golden Knights having the Stanley Cup.
Hey,
I think
I'm
it's
just glad that St.
19
Louis
players on the roster are all Canadian. Okay.
Yeah.
out of all the times over the years and years that St. Louis has had a hockey team, they finally won the Stanley Cup once. So I got to give them credit on that one.
Since they tend to be very conservative and have
I'm a
family
New York
values.
Rangers fan. I have to wait 40 years in between Stanley Cups. Okay, so this is why I've adopted my new hometown team. Okay,
Hey,
because it only took them 6 years to win a cup.
The Golden Knights, they put together a good team. I give them that.
Just in their freshman and sophomore years, they did well, right?
Yeah,
and they're all Canadians.
Yeah. Well, 19 of them.
Well, majority. Okay. I know.
Okay,
that.
19 of them.
I didn't mean
Give
all
me
of
a
them.
break, will you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. I enjoy watching them with Bob.
They got a
Versus Stars.
really good team. Actually, they're doing great too this year too. So, thank goodness.
Yeah, but then I don't know where Tom went, but I was going to say then
Tom's gone.
they got stuck with the Raiders.
You hit the wrong button.
And they're getting the Oakland A's.
What state has the most accidental dumps from StreamYard? Nevada.
Yeah. Where the hell did he go? Where did he come back?
What happened to Tom?
Maybe he hit the wrong button.
Yep, I believe so.
I mean, I'll give him all kinds of credit because I've done that in the past. I've hit the wrong button.
Yep. So, guys, I think today was informative and interesting.
And different.
I'm
Tom
glad
was
Tom
midnight.
is back. Tom is back for the good night thing.
Just came back to say goodnight.
Yeah, well, we've been on for 2 hours and almost 40 minutes, so I think that's it. We're down to 9 people in the chat anyway. So why don't we say goodbye to all our friends?
Only
And,
if all
and
9
call
of
it a
them
night.
hit the thumbs up button. Come on now, we can't leave. If you're one of those 9 who haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, do it
sorry.
now.
I'll go back.
Oh, are we ending it?
Now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all the tribe. Thank you all for coming, and we hope you will subscribe. You're all invited back next week to watch another show. We're all too drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
This has been a Bill Ways presentation.